Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. So, before starting with the today's session, let me first give you the quick revision of the topics which we have already covered in our previous sessions. Like we have covered introduction to EBS, where we came to know that EBS include various factors in it, and our session covers financial factors basically. And then we have seen application structure of EBS, like it's contained business group, primary ledger, legal entity, operating unit, inventory organization in it. Fine. So we have discussed this application structure also in EBS. Then after that, we have seen that in primary ledger, it contains four C's in it, which are charts of accounts, currency, and calendar, and accounting method convention. And out of this four, we have already covered in our session three C's. We have seen how to define a charts of accounts and what are the steps we which are involved in creating. Like we need to create value sets, structure, and segment values. Then we have seen currency. In currency, we have seen it's a predefined already, so we no need to create it as such. And then there was another C with calendar. In calendar, we have seen how to create a period type, accounting calendar, and a transaction calendar in it. So up till now, we have covered all these things. And we have also seen one concept of roll up group also. We have covered that concept also in our sessions. So, and we have also covered daily rates, like how you can create a rate type and how you can create a daily rates. And we have created both manually and in spreadsheet, and we have covered that also. And in today's session, we are going to start with journal sources. So journal sources identify the origin of your journal entries. Journal General ledger supplies a number of predefined journal sources. In addition, you can define at least one journal source for each of your own non-Oracle feeder system to help you track imported journal entries. Right. So in EBS, there is predefined journal sources. Like I have given some of the examples here of the predefined sources like AX inventory, AX payable, AX receivable, assets, lease, payroll, etc. They are defined in it. But for your non-Oracle feeder system, if you want to track your imported journal entry, so you can create at least one journal source for each of your own system, non-Oracle feeder system, so that you can track your journal entries which you import here. Fine. And if I take you to the Oracle document here, you can see there are predefined journal entry sources. Fine, it gives us the list, and it's a very long list covering various sources in it, like inventory, payables, receivable, assets, average consolidation, budget journal, carry forward, closing journals, consolidation, contract commitment, conversion, elimination, encumbrance, inflation accounting, intercompany allocations, inventory, lease, manual, manufacturing, marketing, mass allocation, merger reversal, others for all other source, and payables, payroll, periodic inventory, and the list goes on till the transfer and treasury here. So it's a long list. If you want to view, you can go to this document, Oracle document, and you can see what are the predefined journal entry source. Or else when you will create a journal entry source, it will give us the list of all the predefined journal entry source there also. So let's go to the application and see how you can view all this predefined journal entry source and how you can create a new one if you want to create. Fine. So basically the journal source is required so that you can track your imported journal entry so that you can know what are the source from where your journal entries are imported. So let's log in. After logging, I'm taking my responsibility which I have created, and the navigation for source will be going to setup, and setup going to journal. You can see source. Fine. So this is the journal source page from a window from where you can create your source or you can view the source. So for viewing the source which are already predefined here, just go to this find icon. And here you can see all the list like we have seen AX inventory, AX payable, AX receivable, assets. These all are predefined. This auto copy is not predefined, I guess, because it list I have not seen this. So you can see all the predefined source from here. Fine, like if I select one, let's say payables only. So you can see you need to give a source key. You need to enter a unique source and a source key and description. Source and source keys are mandatory. Description is optional. If you want to give any description, you can give, otherwise not required. Then the source and source key can be same or it can be different as well as like in this source AX payable, source and source keys are different. But if you want to give or use the same name for both source and source key, you can use the same. You cannot delete a source name after saving your work. Once you have created your source and you have saved your work, after that you are not able to delete that source. But if you want to change the name, you can change the name of it anytime. Fine. Now here are some options like import journal reference, require journal approval, import using key, and if you want to freeze your journal. So these are some options available for each source. So as per the requirement, you can enable or disable the same. Let's talk about each of the following option in detail. So moving back to my PPT. So what is import journal reference? To import detailed reference information for summary journals, you import from your Oracle feeder system. You use this import journal reference for that purpose, right? Then freeze journal. The freeze journal source prevent user from making changes to any unposted journals from that source or reversing journal for subledger accounting journal source. So when you freeze it, it will not allow any user to change it. If the journal is unposted, it will not allow a user to make any changes to it if you will enable the freeze journals option. Then require journal approval. To require journal with a specific journal source be approved by a higher management level before posting. So if you want the journal you are creating, entering, requires approval before posting, so you can just enable the journal approval so that approval gets activated for that source. Then import using key. It is helpful as to use a language independent and instant independent key as specified in the source key field. This option allow you to identify a particular journal source or category consistently across all language and instance. So these are the four options which you can see here. So in this source, import journal references enabled, rest are not enabled, and freeze journal is kept as yes. Fine. Now there is effective date rule. So if you see there are three rules in it: fail, leave alone, and roll date. So fail, if you put a fail here, journal import will reject the transaction when the effective date is not a valid business day. No posting takes place. So if you give us fail here to this source, whenever you will import any journal, transaction will get rejected if the effective date is not a valid business day. Fine. Then leave alone. Journal import will accept all transactions regardless of the effective date. So whatever is the effective date doesn't matter. Journal import will get accepted for all the transaction. If you select the option here, leave alone. Then the next is roll date. So roll date is journal import will accept the transaction, but roll the effective date back to the nearest valid business day within the same period. And if there is no prior valid business day within the same period, the effective date is rolled forward. So this is the basically the concept of this effective date rule. So in this payable AX payable source which is predefined, roll date is given as effective date rule. Fine. So this is already predefined one. If you want to create a new source, you can just click on this create icon and give any source or source key name. It should be unique. So like I'm giving EBS source and source key as same. You can give different or same name. And if you want to add any description, you can add like source for practice. And as per the requirement, you can enable or disable the options here. So if you want freeze your journal, say yes. If you don't want no, then effective date rule, whatever you want. By default, it is coming roll date only. So you can select whatever you want, like fail, leave alone, or roll date, or you can just save the already defaulted one here. After creating this, just save it. You can press Control S or you can just save it from here as well. Fine. So this is how you can create your journal source. Fine. Basically, it's help in tracking the imported journal entry. What is the source of it? And after creating a journal source, when you enter a journal, like if you're creating any journal here, if I'm going to journals and enter, if I'm entering any journal here, you can, if I will go to create new journals, if you go to other information, here the source is coming. So from here you can come to know what is the source of this journal entry, whether it is manual, whether it is from AX inventory, payables, receivable asset, or whatever it is. Fine, so it helps in tracking the imported journals. Fine. Now journal categories. So the next concept after journal source is journal category. Journal category helps you to differentiate journal entry by purpose or type, such as accrual, payment, receipt. When you enter a journal, you need to specify a category there. Like what is the category of journal, whether it is for payment, it is for receipt, or it is for accrual, or it is for any adjustment. So you can specify a category there. And the journal category appears in standard report when you run a report like journal report. This category get displayed on it, and there are various categories which are already predefined. Like we have seen journal source, there are lots of journal source which are already predefined. In the same manner, there are journal categories which is predefined here. Some of the categories are like accrual, addition, adjustment, accrual for month and accrual entry, addition for any addition, adjustment for adjusting journal entry, bank charges. Fine. So these are some. If you want to go through all the list for predefined journal category, so you can see from here, from the document. So here is the list of the predefined journal categories. Here you can see there are various category like accrual, addition, adjustment, allocation, allowances, application fee, asset deposition, bank receipt, budget, cancellation, chargeback. Here you can see the various categories. Fine. So these are the already predefined one. But again, if you want to create any new category, you can create. So let me show you from where you can do all these things is The navigation will be, you need to go to setups. Setup, go to journal. So in journal we have first seen the sources. Now we are going for categories. So for seeing all the predefined one, just click on this find icon and you can see here the list of all the predefined. It includes the one also which are created by you newly here, but it also create all the predefined ones as well. So if you want to use any predefined one, you can use like AX, inventory, X payable. These are predefined ones. You can use the same. Or if you want to create any new, you can create, like I'm creating here a new category like EBS, like EBS category. Fine. So this category and category key can also be same or different. And as same we have discussed in sources, that you cannot delete this after saving your work. You can just change the name. Fine. And the category key. So this category key, it is a language independent and instance independent key that journal import used to identify a particular journal source and category consistently across all the language and instance. Fine. So this is a very, it should be a unique one. So giving the category key also as EPS category, adding description as for the test purpose or practice purpose. Fine. So this is all you need to do for creating a journal category. After doing creating this, just saved it. After saving it, close it. Fine. And this category is very important because when you enter any journal, there you need to specify a category, that what is the category of the journal which you are creating. Like if I will take you to the journals and entry level of the journals on it, while creating a journal, click on new journal. Here you can see categories. Fine. So this is the category you need to specify here. Like if I select the category, let's see the category which we have created is displaying here or not. So you can search it. So you can see EBS category. Fine. So in the same manner, you can create a category and you can use the category while creating your journals here. Fine. So this is journal source and journal categories. Now moving back to PPT. So now the next topic is journal reversal criteria. So if you routinely create and post large number of journal reversal as part of your month and closing and opening procedure, you can save time and reduce entry across by automatic journal reversal to automatically generate and post your journal reversal. So for this, first you need to define a criteria. After defining a criteria, you need to assign the same at your ledger. Then you can use that criteria. Fine, and you can run the journal reversal automatically, and you can also post your journal reversal automatically. Fine. So it will save a huge time and it will reduce manual work of going and reversing each and every entries individually. Fine. So you define journal reversal criteria set for journal categories. For each journal category, you can uh, define a journal reversal criteria, and journal categories are like we have already discussed that journal categories are like adjustment accrual. So if for each criteria you can define a separate reversal criteria sets. Then journal reversal criteria lets you specify the reversal period, date, method of each journal category. So you while creating a criteria, you need to give your reversal period, date, method there, and you assign a journal reversal criteria set to your ledgers. Then the same journal reversal criteria set can be shared assigned to multiple ledgers. So once you have created your journal reversal criteria, it can be assigned to various ledgers, multiple ledgers. Like you have created one ledger, you assign there a criteria. When you will create another ledger, you can use the same criteria set there also. A ledger that does not have a journal reversal criteria set assigned it will not able to automatically reverse journal. So if you will not specify any journal reversal criteria to your ledger, then the automatic reverse of the journals will not be possible. Then you can assign and change the journal reversal criteria set assignment to ledgers at any time. So it is not a one-time job. If you are defining one journal reversal criteria set to your ledger, if you want, you can change the same at any time. So it is journal reversal criteria. Now there are some prerequisites for journal reversal criteria here. I like the journal balance type is actual. The journal category is enabled to be auto reversed. The journal reversal period is open and future enterable or future enterable. The journal is posted but not yet reversed. So first you need that when you're creating your journal, the balance type is actual. Then your journal category is enabled with auto reverse. We will see that when we will create a set that you need to enable auto reverse there, then only it will be possible to automatically reverse your journal. Then your reversal period, like I have entered any journal for January month and I want to reverse it in Feb or March. So this reversal period like Feb or March should be open or should be a future enterable, open as future enterable, then only this will work. Then the journal is posted but not yet reversed. Obviously, if you want to automatically reverse it, it should be posted but not reversed for now. So you need to enter a journal, then you need to post it, then it will be available for the reversal. So these are some of the prerequisite for journal reversal criteria. Fine. So let's go to application and see how you can create a journal reversal criteria set. So the navigation will be, you need to go to setups, under setup journal. From journal, you need to go to auto reverse. Fine. So first you need to give a criteria set here. So let's give a name to your criteria. Like I'm giving EBS criteria set. If you want to add description also, you can add. It is not mandatory. Like if you want to add a description, it can be like for test purpose, as we are using it for demo purpose only. So I'm giving description for test purpose, or you can demo purpose. Fine. Then journal reversal criteria. After doing all this, giving criteria set description, you need to save the this reversal criteria set. And when you will save, this will automatically display all of journal criteria with the definition value in the journal reversal criteria region. So when I have given all this, I will just save it from here, or you can just press Control S. You can see all the Just a second, I need to re-navigate. It is showing another criteria set. Go to auto reverse and just find the one we were creating. Here it is, EBS criteria set. So here you can see all the categories here are automatically get displayed here. So here are all the categories available in the instance, and for each criteria you can set your reversal period, reversal date, method, and auto. You need to enable this auto reverse and only your reversal will work. And if you want auto posting also, you need to enable this thing also. So first what you need to do is you need to give a name here, description here, then just save the work, and automatically while saving all the criteria will get displayed here. And now for each and every criteria you can go one by one and can define the reversal criteria, that what will be the period, date, and a method for it. So let's use the criteria, sorry, let's use the category which we have created just now with the EBS criteria, EBS category name. So for finding that, just put a cursor here in any of the category field, go to find and find the criteria which we have, category which we have created, that is EBS. Fine. So here it is. I'm defining reversal period for it. Now, reversal period here can be of different type, like no default, next, non-adjusting period, next period, same period, or next day. If you will select no default, the reversal period you define when you do manually enter your original journal entry. So what will happen here is, if you will give reversal period as no default, then when you will create a journal entry, only at that time only you need to specify your reversal period. Fine, it will not automatically display any reversal period there. You need to manually enter there a reversal period if you will select a no default there. Then say if next you select next same period or next period, first same period, then same period of the original journal entry. Like if you are entering a journal for a Feb month, then reversal period will also be a Feb month only. Fine. Then next period. Next period is the period following the period of the original journal entry. Like if you are entering a journal on Jan, then the next period will be Feb. So the reversal period will be the next month, February, for the January. And then next non-adjusting, the non-adjusting period following the period of the original journal entry. So it will be the following, whatever will be your original journal entry period, the next or the following non-adjusting period will be considered here. After that, there is a next day, like if you are creating journal for today, 11 Feb, and you are giving the reversal period as next day, then the reversal will be for the 12th February. So this is next day. Now, one more thing, like if you will select no default, reversal date, there is nothing you need to specify. But if you will select next non-adjusting, you need to specify here first day or the last day. Fine. And if you will select next period, here also you need to specify first day or next last day. If you will select same period, then you need to specify next day here or last day. If you will give next day, then you no need to specify any reversal date here. Fine. So now what is this reversal period and reversal date? Let me go to the PPT and explain you what does this in same period, this next day or last day means. So if I go to my PPT, so here you can see, like if you will select same period as your reversal period, then the reversal date you can give, there are two options, next day or last day. If you will select next day, the period of your journal reversal is same as the journal period, and the date of your journal reversal is the date after the journal effective date. So whatever will be the effective date of your journal, the next very next day of that day will be your journal reversal date. Fine. Now, if you will select last day here, so the period of your journal reversal will be same as you are selecting same period. So period for both next and last day will be same, but here date will be the very next day of the effective journal entry, and here in last day it will be the last day of the reversal period. Like if you are talking about the January month, say January is your period for reversal. So if you will take same period, the reversal period also will be January. Fine. But if you will select next day, so if you are entering your journal on 3rd Jan, the 4th Jan will be the very next day. But if you will select last day, then the 31st Jan will be your last reversal period here in this case. Fine. Now moving to the next period or next non-adjusting period. If you are giving any of the two reversal period here, then it will ask you to give reversal date as first day or last day. So the first day, if you will select the first day, the period of your journal reversal is the period after the journal period. And because you are selecting the next period or next non-adjusting period, so the period will be the next or the following period of your journal period. Like if it is January, your journal period is January, then the reversal will be February here. Fine. And if you will select last day, then the period after the journal period. So it is same. Like for period, you need to say, see that you are giving same period or the next period. If you are giving the same period for journal, reversal will be same period. If you are giving next period, then the reversal will be on the very next period of your journal period. Fine. And then if you are selecting the first day, the date will be the first day of the reversal period. And if you are selecting the last day, then the last day of the journal last day will be the date of your reversal period. I hope this is I didn't make you confused here. So it is very simple that depending upon the reversal period, your reversal period will get defined. Like if you will select same period, then it will be same. If you will select next period, it will be the very next period of your journal period. Then next day will be the next day of the journal entry effective day, and last day will be the last day of the reversal period. First day will be the first day of the reversal period, and last day will be the last day of the reversal period. Fine. And if you will select next day here as your reversal period, reversal date is not applicable in this case. Fine. So this is journal reversal criteria. Now let's create one. Going back to instance. So I'm taking here as the next period. Fine. Next day, first period, and I'm giving method here as change sign and giving auto reverse. You need to enable this, then only this criteria will work. Fine. So I have selected my reversal period, next period. So if I'm entering journal for January month, the next period will be my reversal period. That will be February. And in February, I have selected reversal date as first day. So the first day will be like I'm entering on. Sorry, I also got confused while saying. So let's take a new example. Like if I'm giving a journal for the February month, fine. So reversal period is next period. So uh, reversal will be done on March for February, and the first day will be like I'm entering journal on 10th February. The next day will, sorry, if I'm entering journal on March, say, then the first day of the March will be of the journal will be the reversal date. Fine, so let me just save this, and I will just after saving, I will show you how you can enter a journal and how you will give your dates here. So let me take you there. If you want, you can select next day also. So reversal date will be not required here. Fine, so let's use this next day and let's go to our journal and enter word journal and see how this reversal works. So after giving this, selecting your category, after giving your reversal period, after giving reversal date if it is required for that reversal period, and giving the method. Method are two, like change sign or switch debit or credit. So if you want to use switch debit or credit, like if you have debited one account, now it in reversal it will credit that account, and if you have credited one account, in reversal it will debit that account. And if you will select change sign, then it will create a journal entry in negative. Fine, so simple and easy. So after giving all this, just save it. One more thing here, enable security is coming. If you will enable uh, this option here, it will help us to secure the journal reversal criteria set to prevent some users from viewing or making changes to it. And if no security, all users who have access to this journal reversal criteria set will be able to use, view, and modify the criteria sets here. Fine. So if you want, you can enable this. When you enable this, you need to give your access here. Access can be for use, view, or modify here. Fine. So right now I'm just saving it. Now let's go to journal and journal. Let's enter one journal entry. First, before going to journal, the very important thing which I forgot here, we need to go to our ledger. And in ledger, we need to specify our criteria. In our session, I have not covered right now how you can create a primary ledger. I will cover it very soon after this, some of the topics. I will cover that how you can create a primary ledger too. For now, I'm using the already created primary ledger for showing how you can specify there your general criteria rule set. So for ledger, you need to go to setups, financial, accounting setup manager, and accounting setup. Here you need to search your ledger. I have already created one ledger. So I'm searching that demo PL. I'm just updating it. I will show you how you can create a primary ledger also. Right now I'm just using the one which is created for our journal reversal criteria sets. So when you will specify ledger definition here, going to the next window. Here you can see journal reversal criteria set. It is asking. Fine. This test 01 CS is already one reversal criteria assigned to this ledger, but I want to change and I want to assign my reversal criteria, which I have created just now. So I will just search for it. So here it is EBS criteria set. Just select, fine, and just finish. So you can see it is updated. Now I can use this general criteria sets. So going back to my Java form here, let's go to journal and let's see how you can enter one journal, post it, and how this reversal criteria helps you to reverse your journal automatically. So for creating new journal, create new journal, click on this new journal. Ledger is coming here. Category is one which what you can see here first. If category is adjustment, you can see reverse under methods which credit and debit is coming. Now I will give my category which I have created EBS category. Then you can see here method will be change sign because we have selected change size method for reversing while creating general reversal criteria. So let's select the criteria here. Okay, so it didn't got change here. Let me check. Maybe there is some issue. Let me go back to my criteria. Let's find our criteria. Base criteria set. Find the same. You can see I have done this. Okay, so it's save. It should reflect there. Let's try once again. Go to journal, enter journal. Let me try once again with this. You can see the balance type is actual and my period is also open here. Let me just check with this criteria once again. Let me give EBS. Okay, there is some issue, I guess. Let's check our ledger also, whether it is displaying our created set or not. Going to accounting setup. But check here. It has been successfully added. So I don't know why this is creating a issue here. Okay, let's create the journal by using the another criteria set. So let me take you to another criteria which I have already created here. Let's go to journal setup. In setup journals, internal auto reverse. So going to auto reverse, let me navigate you to the one criteria which I have already created here as test 01. Test 01 CS. Here I have created one category as test 01. So here you can see test 01 is created, next period, first day is coming and change sign is this. So let's give this criteria sets only and see the further step of the reversal. So I'm using this same criteria sets. Let's assign to our ledger this test 01 CS only and continue with our reversal. Select it and finish. Okay, so there is some error. Cancel it. To next. This is taking EBS criteria set only. Let me try once again to change the same. Select, select, finish. Okay, so it's got updated. Now let's use this only. Our test 01. So if I will go to journal, enter, create a new journal. Now let's check with the category. Now the category I'm going to give is test 01 here and method should change. A method should reflect here as change sign. So let's try whether it is reflecting properly or not here. This test 01. So you can see here when I've selected category test 01, method got automatically changed. And as we have selected next period for our reversal period, so if I'm giving here February 23, Reverse period will be March 23, but I'm going to take January January 23 here. The reversal period will comes to February 23. So this is how your reversal work. Your reversal criteria sets will work. Now let's enter one journal entry, post it and see how reversal takes place. So it is already displaying company as we have used in our first line because we have given this company segment as balancing segment. So for balancing segment, each debit and credit line should be balanced here. So whatever company we are debiting, it is displaying same company for credit also 00 automatically. Fine. Let's say 3rd January is effective date. Fine. So everything is fine. So what we have done here, we have just given our category, and when you have given your category according to your reversal criteria set for this category, this reverse period method is displaying automatically. Fine. After creating this, just save this journal and then post it. Let's view it. So it's got completed. Normally you can see here. Just close it. Requery. So here it is. Posted test 01. Fine. So this is 100. We have created for 100 amount. So you can see here it got posted. Now, if you review your journal, you can see this reversal tab gets activated. So once you entered and you have posted your journal, then you can reverse the same. If you think that it is not properly posted or there is some error or you want to reverse the journal for any reason, you can reverse it from here, or you can go to view, request, submit a new request and search with the name here. So the name is program automatic reversal. Add a ledger parameter here. So you need to give your ledger. Demo PL is my ledger, and give period. You can give any period here, like Feb, Jan, Feb, March. It's whatever the period is open, it will ask. You can give your reversal period directly, or if you want, you can give all also. Say okay. After giving all this thing, submit it. Submit another request. No. Now find. So this program of automatic reversal is running. Just refresh it. It should complete it and the status should be normal. It's got completed normal. Close it. Now requery again. So you can see here in negative sign, as we have given reversal method as change sign, this reversal is created and it is unposted because we have not enabled in our journal criteria set to auto post it, the reversal. So this is how you can automatically run the reversal here. So what are the steps which we need to follow? First of all, there are some prerequisites like balance should talent type is actual, journal is posted and not yet reversed, journal category is been enabled for auto reversed, which we have enabled while creating a journal reversal criteria set, and journal reversal period should be open or future enterable. So these are some prerequisites for creating a journal reversal criteria. Then you need to go to set up journal auto reverse, and there you can you need to give a name to your reversal criteria there, and after giving name just save the name. Then each and every category will get displayed, and for each and every category you can just configure your criteria, reversal criteria, like what will be the reversal period, reversal date, and what will the method for reversal. Then you need to enable auto reverse there, and if you want you can enable auto post reversal also. And after uh, doing all this thing, you need to save it, and then you need to go to your ledger, and in ledger you need to specify your journal reversal criteria set there, and then you can enter your journal, post it, and can see the reversal also. Fine. So this was all about the journal reversal criteria. Now the next topic which we are going to see for today is legal entity and its legal address. So what is legal entity? It's a clearly identified entity which is given rights and responsibility under commercial law through registration with the country's appropriate legal authority. These rights and responsibility are enforceable through the judicial system. A legal entity generally has the right to own property and trade, the responsibility to repay the debt and comply with labor law. Legal entities are responsible to account for themselves to company regulator, taxation authority, and owners according to rules specified in the relevant legislation. The legal entity belongs to the organization's own corporate legal structure, as we have also seen by discussing the EBS application structure here. Here that legal entity is a very important part of your structure, fine, enterprise structure or application structure here. So we need to define legal entity. And the legal entity is referred to as eternal legal entity and is an initiator and owner of a given transaction. And the legal address is nothing but the registered address for your legal entity. So let's quickly go to the instance and see how you can create your legal entity and your legal addresses. So for that, the navigation will be, you need to go to your setup. Under setup, you need to go to accounting setup manager. And under accounting setup manager, you need to go to accounting setup. When you will click on this accounting setup, a web page, a web window will get open. So here is the page. Now you need to click on this create accounting setup. Now here you need to click on create legal entity for creating a new. So here you need to specify territory. So I'm taking United States only. Then give a legal entity name. So legal entity name, I'm giving EBS demo LE. Organization name, I'm giving the same name here as legal entity name only. Now legal identity identifier. So it is like a code name for your legal entity, which can easily help you to identify your legal entity. So let's give any number here. Guys, then 10 or IAN number you need to give for identification purpose. Fine. Transaction entity is yes. Then I need to create a new legal address. So I will click on this create new address. Then I need to give a location here. And one thing you should keep in mind, like territory, I have taken United States, so it is asking for 10 and IN. If you will change your territory like India and all, the fields will get changed accordingly. Fine. Now location. Location I'm giving as say New York. Address I'm giving like EBS address for demo purpose. City, New York. Giving the state. Give the zip code here. Zip code from 10001 to 10202 is for New York. So I'm taking any random here. I'm taking 10009. Need to give a county. Select. So I'm filling all the mandatory fields here for creation of my legal address. So all is done here. Let's save it. So what I have done, I was creating a legal entity. So in creation of legal entity, I have given the fields like territory, legal entity name, organization name, legal entity identifier, TIN number, and EIN number. Then I need to create my legal address. So from this page only, in this tab, I have just selected create new address. Then I'm just giving all the details of the address in the mandatory fields. After just giving all the fields here, click on the apply. I hope it gets it. Okay, so the address would already exist. I need to change it. So let's take 8. I hope this is not used. Okay, so these codes are already used one, so it is not taking it. Let me try another. Okay. Okay, let me re-navigate and create a new one. Okay, let's quickly give all the details. Let EBS LE EBS LE identifier. Now let's create new address. Like I'm giving EBS location address. Yes. Let's select New York only. Mm, I hope this time it will get create. Let's apply. Okay, so it got created now. Let's search for the legal entity. Let's see whether it is created or not. We have created with EBS. So yes, EBS LE, it's created. Fine, you can select and you can, if you want anytime you can remove it also. Or else after creating legal entity, legal address, if I will come back to my PPT, so we have seen in primary ledgers, chart of account, currency, calendar. Now let's see how you can configure your primary ledger. So for that, after creating your legal entity and legal address, just go to next. Here you can see the option to create primary ledger is coming. And here you can see you need to give a name to your primary ledger. Then there are three C's: charts of account, calendar, currency, then subledger accounting method it is asking for. Now, what is subledger accounting convention? There are some of the accounting method conventions which are already predefined in this instance, like United States Federal, standard cash, standard accrual, encumbrance cash, encumbrance accrual, China standard accrual. So these are already seeded one which we are going to use in our primary ledger, the seeded one only. You can create your subledger accounting method as well, but it is a different module of SLA and different things and different configurations is required. So we are not going to cover that part. We are just going to simply use the already seeded one here. So moving back to the application, first give a name to your primary ledger. I'm giving EBS, PL, then give your chart of account. Let's search. We have created our chart of account, if you remember, with EBS structure name. So here it is. And in yesterday's session, we have also created our calendar with the name EBS calendar. I'm giving that here. Then use currency. Currencies are already seeded, so I'm just using the currency USD seeded one. And giving the subledger accounting as standard accrual. You can see standard accrual where you can see Oracle is written. It is already seeded one, predefined in the instance. I'm using that one only. Standard accrual. Select. And this is how your primary ledger information is completed. Just go to next and you can just view your primary ledger that your name is EBSPL, type is primary ledger, currency is USD, charts of accounts we have created. We have seen how you can create. We have created with the name of EBS structure. So I have linked that charts of accounts here. Then we have seen how to create a calendar. So EBS calendar with EBS type we have created yesterday. So I have linked that. and I have used subledger accounting method standard accrual, which is already predefined in the instance. Just finish it. Define accounting options you need to go. Now here you can see you need to configure in your EBS primary ledger. Various configurations are required, like ledger options. You need to specify if you want to set up reporting currency, you need to specify here. Then what is your balancing segment, value segments, subledger accounting options, operating unit sequences. These are the setup steps which you need to uh, complete it your before finishing your creation of your primary ledger. Fine. So I will continue with this primary ledger in our next session. For today, this up till this is fine. So in today's session, we have started with the journal source, that for importing journal entries, what are the source for importing journal entry? You can use a predefined one. If you want to add, you can add as well. Then journal categories. When you enter a journal, you need to specify a category like it's accrual, payment, receipts, adjustment, yeah, or whatever the type of the journal you are creating. So you need to specify category. You can use a predefined one there, or you can create your category additionally also. Then we have seen journal reversal criteria set, that you need to create a criteria set for each and every category, and uh, you can after creating that set, you need to specify that in your ledger. Then you can use this reversal while entering and posting. After that, you can go for automatic reversal. So we have seen all that. Then after that, we have created a legal entity and legal address, and after that we have seen you can configure your primary ledger. So we have used the all the C's here, which we have already created in our sessions, and we have created primary ledger as well. And for subledger accounting method, I have already told you that we are going to use the seeded one. If you want to configure a new, you can create a new, but that is not going to be covered by me in the session. This is separate part. So I have used a standard accrual here. So after creating all these things, your primary ledger has been created. Rest of the setup in the primary ledger, we will see one by one in our upcoming sessions. So for today, this is all. Thanks for joining.